Alright guys, I'm gonna hop in here for just a quick second because I think it's just gonna be easier to show you guys on a map what we did instead of trying to describe it entirely. So basically here we have a map of the entire Bridger Range. And highlighted right here is the standard Bridger Traverse. This is the one that everyone knows and loves. Starts at Fair Lake, finishes at the M, very common through hike, very common trail run. The next section to the north is the Northern Bridger Traverse that starts at Fair Lake, tags some peaks, drops down to Flathead Pass. There might or might not be a video in the works for this. Stay tuned if you want to see that. But what we do in this video is this furthest north section of ridge that tags 3 peaks, Blacktail Mountain, Zade Mountain, and Horse Mountain. So I started by parking here along the west. There's really convenient parking here, and there's a gate that allows you to go through the barbed wire fence and access the National Forest Service land. There might be other ways to enter this area. Obviously, if you want to do any of those, just do your own research. Like I say in this video, this route is entirely off trail, so I ended up ascending Blacktail via this ridge, and it worked great for me. But obviously, you could go up or down a bunch of different ways, I'm sure. Just make sure you don't descend these specific areas right here. These are very large cliffs that you definitely would not want to be up climbing or down climbing. Because this route is really short, what I ended up doing was, once I finished the traverse, I just ran down Flathead Pass Road and then north back to my car. That was super easy to do without having to key swap or car shuttle, but those other 2 options are super open if you'd rather do that than running the road for 7 miles. Overall, this was a really great day. I had a lot of fun. Very thankful to have this section of the ridge done. I thought it was a very unique experience, and I think the video came out pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoy. Good morning, guys. What's up? We are here at the foothills of the Far North Bridgers. Today, we're doing the Far North Bridger Traverse. I'm parked out here. Bozeman is way back this way. I'll drop you a little pin at what this intersection is. I forget what these 2 roads are, but there is a gate right here that I'll show you that allows you to access this national forest land. And Blacktail is not this summit. It's actually, it might be this or it might be just behind that. And then, yeah, then we're cruising along the ridge to Zade and then Horse Mountain. And Flathead Pass is kind of back up this drainage here. And so, yeah, we're gonna traverse all the way over, run down Flathead Pass, and then run back to our car here. Let's get after it. Should be a sick day. All right, so here's this gate. If you come through here, obviously make sure you close it because they do graze cattle up here sometimes. We don't want any cows getting out. All right, first thoughts. The first 2 miles of Blacktail were heinous. Walking through cow patties, really steep, schwacking, walking through bushes like waist high. But once you get up onto the real shoulder of Blacktail, these meadows are beautiful. Super easy to walk through, lovely wildflowers. This part is nice. All right, here we go. Here's a survey marker. Blacktail Mountain, peak number 1. Feeling pretty good. Zade is somewhere in this ridge line right here. Horse is this one, I think. And then we're down to Flathead Pass. So rocking and rolling. Like I said, first couple miles, pretty bad. The meadows after that though, really nice. And we're finally making some progress. Those first 2 miles literally took an hour and a half. And then the next mile was like 15 minutes. So finally making some progress. Looks pretty quick hikeable, joggable from here. So let's keep moving. All right, here we go, top of Zade Mountain. Feels pretty good, making good progress. Next stop will be Horse Mountain, which is, man, I think the back one of those nubs. Yeah, and from here, I think it's all pretty straightforward. I think from here it's just like grassy ridge walking. Really hardly any scrambling to note. Views up here, absolutely gorgeous. Just a really unique spot to be. You never see Bozeman from this exact angle, and the northern bridgers, well, yeah, the true northern bridgers, not these far north bridgers, look very cool from this angle. Still a little bit of lingering snow up there, and man, the crazies, absolutely gorgeous. You never see them from the direct west like this, so but yeah, having a good time. I say let's keep it moving in group. All right, here we go, Horse Mountain. That did not take very long to get here from Zade, but feels good. And check it out, there actually is a survey marker up here. USGS 1948 Horse Mountain. So that's pretty cool. I don't know why I couldn't see this on USGS maps, but clearly it's surveyed. Kind of bummed I couldn't find the survey marker on Zade now, but anyway, whatever. So this is the last summit that we're gonna hit. From here, we just kind of like roll over a couple bumps and then drop down to Flathead Pass. You can see Blacktail's back here, obviously. Zade was this nub right here, and yeah, made really quick work from there to here. Super smooth, honestly, like kind of joggable. I was able to run about half of that, which was really nice. Now we're just cruising down and then down to Flathead Pass. I'll have to zoom in this frame, but our car is way down there. Yeah, taking the views for a little bit, maybe eat some snacks, drink a little more water, and yeah, keep it moving. Having a great time. Woohoo! Here we go! Let's go! Flathead Pass. Almost 4 hours on the dot, 4 hours and 9 minutes. Just over 8 miles, so a little bit shorter than I thought. I kind of was prepared for 10, so that's good. And we have about 6.5, 7 from here, so weeds were super bad. My legs are super freaking itchy. Stoked to be on the road. Let's just do a little jogging, see you guys back in the car. All right, guys, there you go. Far North Bridger Traverse. Honestly, pretty good day. I was prepared for that to be a pretty big junk show, to be honest. I didn't think it was gonna be that great because there is zero trail between here and Flathead Pass. So it's all off trail and it's super steep at the beginning. Like the whole route, I tracked 4,600 vert, and Blacktail by itself is like 38 or like almost 4 or something. So you do like almost all the vert right at the beginning in like the first 2 miles. And then I was a little bit worried about there being some scrambling around Zade, because in the topo map it looked like really sharp, but honestly there was really no problems. There's actually some fun little stuff that you could do, but obviously it's all avoidable. You could keep it at class 2 if you needed it to be. Yeah, once you're up towards Blacktail, once you hit that plateau right before the summit, the route becomes very nice. There's a lot of nice meadows to walk through, some really beautiful wildflowers. It's even like a little bit joggable. And then once you're past Zade, the route really improves. The meadows just get even better wildflowers, super easy to jog on over to Horse Mountain. And then from there, you just drop down to Flathead Pass. The low points of the traverse, definitely the first 2 miles here at Blacktail. Weeds are super high. You're tromping through bushes, schwacking, stepping over logs. And then the last like half mile before Flathead Pass, the weeds get super high again and pretty slippery, but there are some great parts in the middle. So yeah, some overall stats. Car to car, it was 14.6 miles, and it was basically exactly 8 miles from here to Flathead Pass, and then about, whatever, 6.6 from Flathead Pass to here. Like I said, whole day was 4,600 vert. Took me just over 5 hours, took 5 hours and 8 minutes. I think the most redeeming quality about this traverse is definitely how unique it is. Like, you get to stand in some very cool spots and get some views that very few people get to see. I seriously think these peaks see like just a couple people every year. If any of you watching this video have done this traverse, please leave a comment. I want to hear from people that have done this. Tell me what your experience was like. Tell me when you did it. I'd be really curious to hear from someone who's done it before. If you're going to do it, definitely know what you're getting into. This is not a day hike. This is not a really good trail run. But if you're into some sort of like off-trail, unique peak bagging, nice views adventure, this would be a good option. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was a great day. I had a lot of fun. So I've done the regular Bridger Traverse. I don't actually have a video about that, but I'm running the Bridger Ridge Run for the second time this August, so I'll make a little short about that or something. And then now we have a video about this. So next thing on the docket, I guess, would be the Northern Bridger Traverse, which hopefully I'll do here soon and make a video about. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I had a really fun day. See you guys later.